he worked as an engineer on the project, on Kanye's project, bro. So we went out there and he played us the project, and I was like, damn, bro, like I'm listening to a Kanye project like before it dropped, bro. It was super crazy, bro. And I was like, damn, it's crazy. I like.
Yo, remember how I told you I went to church last Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, which by the way, like I haven't gone in like over a year. And my grandma was like super happy to see me, bro. She was so fucking happy to see me. And usually like she gives me like little lectures about like Jesus and like yeah, she'd be lecturing me and like telling me like usually
Jesus?
Yeah, it's some like positive ass shit. And usually she's always telling me like last time I remember she told me like nothing's too big to ask for, and like regardless of like what you want, even if it might seem ridiculous.
Oh, she's spitting.
Yeah, she's spitting bars, bro. And she was like, even if it seems, no matter how ridiculous it may seem, like go for it. Like nothing's too much to ask for, and that honestly inspired the fuck out of me. And but this time around, like it was the complete opposite, bro. Like it was completely negative, bro. And to be honest, I don't know how the fuck we ended up talking about it, but basically at the end, she basically said, to sum it up in a nutshell, what I took away from this, she basically said, orgies are the biggest sin you can commit, bro, out of nowhere. I don't know how. Yeah, I almost wanted to like cover up my ears and just fucking pretend I never heard that and shit. And the reason I bring it up, bro, is because like I've told you before, bro, like I've been manifesting threesomes for this year, bro. It's the goal, bro.
Hey, she said orgies. He didn't say threesome.
Yeah, but we're getting there, bro. Honestly, I think even at Coachella, bro, threesome at Coachella, bro. Manifest, put it in the air right now. But we've come a long way. We've come a long way.
That sounds like an STD waiting to happen.
Well, welcome to the Creative Hills Podcast, everyone. A podcast where we have conversations with creatives on their journey uphill. And today, I'm your host, Anthony Brandon, along with Tony Kamera over here on my right side. And today we have a cool guest who
I got the last kill.
We have a cool guest who is playing COD right now over there in the section. Say hi to everybody, bro.
You're what's good? All right, it's cool. I'm gonna put this away. I just need to get my XP, but we good now.
I feel you, bro. But it's a guest that I've actually known for years. Surprisingly, I've known you about years, even before we ever really talked. We always ran into each other at parties, which is interesting. But without further ado, we introduce Angeltfc.
Hey, quick question. You don't have to do anything, but do I look at you when I talk, or do I look at the camera?
You look at us when you're talking during the podcast, but if you have anything to say directly to like the people listening, just go ahead and spit them bars that way, bro.
For sure, bro.
All right, but how you doing today, bro?
Good, bro. How you doing?
We good, bro. And like I said, like,
ain't it crazy, bro? That like I feel like the first time I met you was like with interviews.
Right, I think it was
at Arnold's.
It was
at
DJ AR's interview, right? I was trying to think of the first time we met.
Junction Complex.
I was trying to think of the first time we like met, and I'm pretty sure it was that, which was it's crazy, bro. It's been like I think it's been going almost 3 years now.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I know for a fact it's been at least 2 years for sure.
Nah, for sure.
And that's crazy because I remember I was like 2019, something like that.
That was back when AR had short hair too.
Yeah, exactly. And bro, it's crazy to think like how everybody's come this far, and like, bro, shout out to AR, bro. Like he's come a long way. I remember.
Pass my gunnies?
Yeah, bro. Go ahead. I remember.
You can't show the brand though.
Blur it out. Cover it up.
No sponsor.
But I remember him back in the day. Like he wasn't even old enough to get into like downtown shit.
I'm not for real. He was DJing everywhere, bro.
Yeah, house parties, every fucking house parties, and somehow we'd always end up there. At that point in time, bro, like I was wilding out.
Shout out
bro.
Vanguard. Did you ever go to Vanguard?
Yeah. Does he still play there?
Hell no, bro. Do you remember what happened?
Like a fight?
Yeah. Damn.
Bro, Vanguard gets, for all you guys that don't know, Vanguard is like the most ratchet club in, not even club, bar downtown in Vegas. Hey, but you got to go. It's a fun time at the end of the night.
It's a fine line between like ratchet and like low key like iconic because of like all the stuff that went down there, bro.
Exactly, bro. But I remember at that time, like I'd always go, at that point especially, I'd always end up going to parties. I went to way too many, bro. And like I'd always run into you and AR, and bro, like it was just crazy ass nights.
Every time I saw you, you were faded, bro. You were super faded. You'd be like, Angeltfc. I'd be like, yo, what's up, bro?
What's
I'd
up, bro?
be drinking water or something.
Seriously, bro. Are you still on that sober life?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with that. But yeah, bro.
Same.
Same. But I remember, bro, I during that time, bro, and not gonna lie, honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure you're the person that see me more fucked up than anybody else without trying to. Like,
Exactly, bro. We just run into each other.
like we just run into each other. Like, bro, like every
10 of those
time.
times was like at Tija's old place.
Yeah, bro. A lot
Rest
of
in
times.
peace.
House parties, yeah, rest in peace. House parties, house parties, and even fucking randomly, I was at Kassan's house with Lena. She was FaceTiming you.
Yeah.
You're like, is that Anthony? I just heard like, is that,
And you
is
were
that
hella
fucking
faded.
Yeah, you're like, is that fucking Anthony in the background, bro? Hella fucking random, but it's been a journey, bro, and I'm glad to see like everything that you're seeing, bro. Like, what do you consider yourself, bro? Would you say producer is the right term, or what? What do you call yourself, bro?
I'd call myself a legend.
A legend?
No, I'm playing not.
I'm a legend.
Probably like, I don't know, obviously producer, engineer, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're both my like fortes, you know? I started producing, but then I picked up engineering. Shout out to Dawson, you know? It was crazy. Because it was funny because like a couple of days ago, I was just going through like our DMs because in a month, it's going to be like March, it's going to be a year since I started engineering over there at Junction Sound, you know? And I was like, dang, you know, so I was going through our DMs and like, it's funny, like the way I reached out to him, I was like, yo, bro, like, do you still need somebody to record the Dreamers, this and that? You know, back when like the Dreamers were like a collective.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, if you need anybody, let me know, this and that. He's like, yeah, I'll let you know eventually. But I don't know, he just ended up teaching me and stuff and I just picked it up super quick.
Yeah, I remember hitting you up one of those times early, like a while ago, because I remember I was trying to get more into production too. And just honestly, just in like that hour or whatever that I spent with you, like I learned so much just in that little time frame of the way you do things. And I feel like you do things differently than a lot of people, but like you have your own way of doing it. And that was just so interesting to me.
I feel like everybody does, you know what I mean? That essentially is what makes your sound, you know, because I don't know if you do stuff like everybody else, you know, it's just,
yeah.
And it's also like I feel like everybody has different brains, you know, like people, just the way they do things, the way they learn things, you know, so that also I feel like has an effect on how people tend to do stuff, you know, so.
I fuck with that, but yeah, you've been, within the last few years, you really started producing for a shitload of artists here in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of outside of Vegas as well, right?
Yeah, I've produced for a couple of people outside of Vegas.
But
mostly, yeah, I don't know. I really like producing and being involved with the scene here in Vegas. You know, like I don't know. I like it's in our backyard, so why not take advantage of it? And there's talent here. You know, like I strongly stand by the fact that there's like super talent in Vegas. Like aside from like artists, you know, but down to like videographers, you know, or you, for example, bro, like podcasts you've been doing for a minute or interviews you've been doing for a minute, you know what I mean? Like you're low-key like an OG, you know, just like everything, videographers, down to people like, shout out everybody that's like doing their own clothing lines, you know, they're doing fashion walks, bro. There's a lot of stuff, you know, so why not be a part of the growth, you know? Because eventually, bro, I gave it like a year or two until we blow up, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And like once one's on, I feel like everybody's on.
Everybody's on. It just takes one person to get known, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Like, let's see who else is good in Vegas, right?
Facts, definitely facts.
And then just put everybody on. One of the things that I know that you did, like, I don't know, it's been some time now, is your first project, I guess, your first project on streaming services, which was Top of the Food Chain, right?
Yeah, the first volume. Yeah.
Volume 1.
Yeah, that was a year. I think it's a year in May.
A year in May.
Actually, not that long. Yeah, a year in May.
What made you like come up with that whole project?
To be honest with you, it was just like at first it was just kind of like we recorded songs over over my beats, you know, but I don't know, because you know how like artists have their rollouts, you know, and if it doesn't go in tune with like their project, the sound of their project, like they won't want to drop it or put it on their project, because you know, like projects are a cohesive sound, you know, so I think like the songs we had was just like you know, we were in the studio and we just ended up making songs, you know, and like they weren't going to use them. So I just asked them like, hey, is it cool? Like if I throw them on my project, this and that. That's why it's only like 4 songs, you know, because those were songs that I was like barely able to get, like, you know, kind of like the scraps, so to say. But now it's cool because now I can say like, yo, like people know what happened with the first one, you know, so now I can be like, yo, like like I'm doing the second one now. I'd like you to be a part of it, you know. And people are like, yeah, you know what I mean. And it's more like it's more intentional, so to say, you know. Definitely with this one that's coming up, like I don't know, I'd give it a month or two, you know. We're still in the recording / mixing process now, but
That's dope, bro. Yeah, for everybody like new to you watching you right now that hasn't isn't too familiar with you, like I guess you'd say like most of your production at the moment is more like around along the lines of like trap music, right?
yeah, definitely. I don't know. I made some like dance. I definitely like doing like other stuff as well. Like I've made a lot of dance hall beats that I've released. Probably like none. Probably, you know, like I've done stuff for like Tej or Kazi Chase, you know, that are like some dance hall type beats. I think like next week or in a couple of days, I have one that's my like first dance hall release with you know Obed,
Bed?
Tiffany's husband.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both super fire singers, you know, R&B, you know, and we linked up, and that's gonna be like my first dance hall stuff. I made some like reggaeton stuff too.
Okay.
I tried, you know.
Tony needs some new music to vibe to. Tony's a big actually. He fucks with Spanish music. To be honest, he be getting jiggy with it.
Facts.
Every time we go out, he be busting Chris Brown moves to reggaeton music.
You be crumping the reggaeton music.
He be crumping to reggaeton music.
Let's get lit.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
You know?
Not yet, but I remember you posted. You have a post about like for that release, you somehow managed to get like what was it? Was it Billboard or what was it for?
Yeah.
For that in front of the Thomas and Mac, right?
UNLV Billboard, yeah.
In front of Thomas and Mac.
Yep.
Damn. How did you feel when you got that?
It was cool, you know what I mean? Cause like, I don't know. I felt like it was cooler because it was able to put other artists' name on the Billboard as well. You know what I mean? Like, cause like I don't know. I don't like people taking the idea that, oh, I'm just trying to exploit off of artists to put my name like on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely like everybody eating. You know what I mean? Like if this project does good, we all do good, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I fuck with
That's
that.
essentially what I'd like for it to be. You know, so like everybody can get recognition because I feel like everybody that I work with, you know, I genuinely believe in them and I don't know, I rock with them. You know what I mean? So I definitely like for all of us to get recognition. You know, because like say one artist fans listen to like a song that they're on, but then like they, you know, like when you're listening to something, like you accidentally hear the next song, but it's like low key fire, you know. So who's to say like they don't like it, and then they start listening to everybody's music, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's I don't know, it's cool, you know what I mean? It's a fun like experience, you know. You know what I mean? So it was cool.
Definitely.
The Billboard. This year I'm gonna probably do a different Billboard.
A different
Get
Billboard.
a different Billboard.
New
yeah.
Billboard.
Yeah.
Okay, for the volume 2.
Yeah.
How many volumes do you think you're gonna end up making?
To whenever, you know, I feel like eventually it's gonna leave Vegas and be like a volume like say like 5, you know, it'll start being like bigger name artists or like out of the city artists, you know.
But for now, all Vegas artists, right?
Yeah, all of them are Vegas artists.
I fuck with that. How many have you thought about how many songs you're gonna put on the next one?
Like I'm shooting for like 8-ish, 9-ish, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of songs that have been recorded, like I'd say like 15 to 20 songs.
Okay.
You know, but I've cut a lot of them and I have basically, you know, the songs that I want. You know, some of them still need a verse or two. Some songs still need a couple verses, so that's really what I'm waiting on, you know. But on the other songs that have already been finished, like I've been mixing it with Dawson, you know. Shout out Dawson.
Shout out Dawson, hey.
Shout out Dawson. Yeah, I've been mixing it with him, you know. So
Before linking up with Dawson, like how do you ever like tried like fucking around with like engineering at all or not?
yeah, I actually did. You know, like I had some setup at the crib. It was like low key like a $200 setup, you know, and like I brought like a couple people over to record, you know, and
Yeah.
it was funny. Like the booth that I had was like one of those like closet kind of booths, you know, that you had like blankets and stuff to like.
Oh, they would be under the blanket blanket recording,
you know, to like capture like, you know, all the sound waves and stuff.
Yeah.
And I tried, and at the time I was like, yeah, you know,
yeah.
but nah, shout out Dawson, because now I wouldn't have learned, you know. Like now I listen back to this, I'm like, bro, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
And it's fire because, you know, getting into engineering too, it's what I tell a lot of producers, you know, like get some basic knowledge, like not necessarily to where you're mixing people's vocals, you know, but some basic knowledge of engineering, because it'll help you when it comes to producing, you know, because you need to mix your beats as well.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
I think that affects the production a lot. Like I remember just from the session that I was sitting in with you, I just remember like little things that I learned from you, whether it was automation
Facts.
or automation's a big automation, and I think like the structure that everything is in. I think that like where something plays, where an instrument's hidden, like I think that affects it a lot.
Everything needs its pocket, because you can't just have everything cluttered, so you automate volumes or like delays or stuff like that. It's a bunch of little things that add up. Like starting out, like myself included. Engineers tend to think like, oh, we need to do like a bunch of stuff at once, but it's just a bunch of little like salt bays, like throughout the whole process, and then I brought that over into mixing, just a bunch of little stuff they do here and there, that eventually it's just like a big picture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Painting.
Painting.
Whatever you call it.
But yeah, even though you do like trap music, like I want everybody that's watching right now, like not to be like fucking, don't get it twisted. Like this guy is actually like a fucking like he's a musical fucking guy. This
facts. I was just telling him, bro, I gotta play with my dad's banda tomorrow on Friday. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. Friday, bro. I'm finna play the clarinet.
My boy Squidward out here.
Bro. Facts. I haven't played in a minute, but it's gonna be tight, bro, because I don't know, because I used to play it in high school, I used to play with them in high school, and that was like my side gig, bro. Like as like a 14-year-old, I was like a 14, 15-year-old getting paid $40 an hour. Like it was tight, you know? And aside from that, because like Mexicans are low-key, like older Mexicans, they're funny to like party with, you know what I mean? They be funny, bro, and it's just, they be tweaking sometimes, like not even like violently, but like, I don't know, they love, just like everybody, they love the bass, even down to like rap people love 808s, but they love the tuba. And one time, I don't know if it was a quinceañera we was playing at, and he was asking the tuba dude to play the tuba in his like ear, bro.
What the fuck?
And, like I don't know, it's a thing a lot of people like ask for or whatever.
Really?
But like he wanted it harder, bro, and like so he basically put his head, the big tuba, right?
Yeah.
He basically put his head in the tuba, and the dude started playing it, and his ear started bleeding, bro.
Oh,
like literally bleeding?
No, for real, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, saying like, he was like, hell yeah, basically like in Spanish, but he was like, yeah, like bros was lit.
And he kept going, even after he started bleeding, like he kept fucking, he was just.
Obviously after he started bleeding, like even the player, like stopped playing it in his ear, but bros was still like turned,
Damn, that's
them Coronas, that tequila.
Yeah, that's the love of the music right there. You ain't ever playing anybody's ear?
Nah, hell no. I play the clarinet, so like that higher pitch stuff will probably do more damage than like the tuba, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Aside from that, do you play any other instruments?
Yeah. The first instrument I really picked up was like piano when I was like 6, and then I proceeded to pick up the drums, the bass, the guitar.
So you basically play everything. One man band.
Sort of, kinda. I definitely say like clarinet and guitar is like my forte because those are the ones that I really played the most.
You said it's been like 4 years since you played that shit. Like,
not for real.
Do you think it's that easy for you to still, like, you still got it in you to the point where you could literally, even though it's been so long, you could literally just pick that shit back up?
No, definitely. It's muscle memory, like literally like after a day. The thing that does suck though is like these muscles, because like you have muscles like in your cheeks, and that's like basically when you're playing any kind of instrument that you blow, like let it be a trumpet, like you have to close like the outside of your lips, say, so you can direct the air into the instrument. So you're basically working that muscle out. So after like 2 hours, like this muscle gets tired and you start blowing air like out the sides of the mouthpiece, bro, and it's low-key trash. That's the only thing that I'm low-key scared of because it sucks, bro. And then you're like, you just start playing horribly.
Have you had those like embarrassing moments?
Hell yeah. Not like where I messed up bad, because I practice a lot, but there'd be times where like my mouth was just giving out, no homo, but my mouth, no, and I couldn't like finish through the song right there. Like I was like, damn.
Like that Titanic. Is that a clarinet where the Titanic song where it starts playing like all fucked up?
An ocarina or something like that, or like some type of like flute.
You're just playing and it just goes completely off note.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, like where they go like memes and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that'd be happening. Like if you don't blow it hard enough, pause. it'll.
So your blow game strong, bro?
So what y'all do today?
That was a long pause.
Long pause.
We all just look at each other.
Like, okay.
Nah. Do you still want me to answer that question? I don't know. I guess.
Nah, I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with it.
I guess, yeah. No homo.
No.
Everything's cool as long as you say no homo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
as long as you say pause, no, I'm like, you good.
Bro, but going back to your roots, how did you even get into music in the first place?
I don't know. I just picked it up, bro. Like my grandpa had a. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, you good.
My grandpa had like some keyboard or whatever, and like it had a little screen, you know, and you can go through like songs in the piano,
Like a Casio?
kind of like that. A little.
Okay.
It didn't sound as cheesy as that. It was.
He said it wasn't that cheesy.
Yeah. No, sneak this to Cassie. I still want a sponsorship, but nah. It was a Yamaha, and like they would have like songs like For Elise or
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't know. There's a bunch of songs,
Beethoven out here.
Yeah, and it had the keyboard basically like a hologram or whatever you call it underneath the screen, and because it wasn't like an LED screen, mind you, this was like 10, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
and like when the song would play, it would show what keys were playing, you know, and I just like started learning it, you know, like I just got bored one day and I just started learning some songs, bro, and like I picked it up quick, and I don't know, after that, like my dad, shout out my dad for real, because he's really the one that like seen it, you know, because he's really musically inclined as well, like Beaner musically inclined. Like, he's the one that got me into the banda stuff, but
Yeah.
like he knew theory, you know, he knew notation and stuff like that.
Oh, so he was a musician himself.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he seen that I liked it or whatever, so he started teaching me like the formalities of it, you know, the actual knowledge behind it, and started ear training me, bro, when I was like 7 and stuff like that, you know. So then
You have what, not perfect pitch, but relative pitch, right?
yeah. I wouldn't say perfect pitch. I'm trying to get there, you know,
Yeah.
but I can get pretty close, but not as quick as some people can. You know, some people like you just play a note. He's like, oh, that's a E flat, or that's a
Charlie
G.
Puth.
Yeah, Charlie Puth. Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Puth. No, but yeah, bro. Then I just started picking up. Like I would get bored of an instrument, and then I just started picking up another one, and then like I would just pick up another.
So you
one.
always found it hella easy from the jump.
Low key, yeah, and it was always fun to me because I would what's it called? Just play songs and like try and learn them. You know, like for the drums example, I just throw on some headphones and like this is when I had like my rock phase. Obviously, like I learned the bass, the drums, and the guitar. You know, so I had my little rock phase. You know, I'd throw them on and play some like Green Day, some Metallica, bro, and I just jam out to the drums or whatever. You know, and,
So what came first, like the Mexican music or like heavy metal and metal?
low key like For Elise was like one of the first songs I
Really?
learned on the piano.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that was like one of the first songs, you know, and then it went into like rock-ish kind of.
Who did you most listen to? Like honestly, I'm still trying to get into rock myself. Like little by little, I'm going back because I didn't grow up on that shit.
I would listen to a lot of Metallica, to be honest with you.
Metallica?
Like Kirk Hammett, their guitarist was like, I was like, damn, bro, Kirk Hammett is crazy, you know, and like I listened to a lot of Santana growing up too.
Santana.
I used to love Santana, but I still love Santana. You know what I mean? Santana.
Is your inspiration for guitar?
Sort of, kind of, definitely, you know, because he has like a more Hispanic sound to his like guitar licks, you know. So definitely, you know, I like that. You know, it sounds crazy, you know, and he like mixes like soul / psychedelic stuff with all his music. He's fire, you know.
Yeah.
I used to listen to them. I used to listen to like Green Day. I'm trying to think.
21 Guns.
Nah, Pennywise. They were like a punk band. I used to listen to like just a little bit though. Whatever songs like my uncle showed me, I used to listen to My Chemical Romance. I was big on My Chemical Romance. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
that was your shit.
Yeah, I never had like a crazy emo phase. I would just listen to all this. I never like
Painted nails, black nails.
Nah, hell no. I would just
the goth
listen to
kid
it.
in the back.
Nah, hell no. Nah. I just used to listen to it, and then one of the first things that like when I picked up the drums though, like one of the first like drum patterns that my grandpa taught me was like the cumbia, like that was like one of the first like drum patterns or whatever. And then I don't know, bro, like just knowing notation, bro, like it's easier like for everything, because that's like the backbone of music, you know. So I'd be telling like producers as well, like, bro, just I'm not telling you to go learn stupid notation, just like the basic of it, so you know it just helps you that much more, you know. And when it came to learning instruments, it's really just the fingering that you need to learn now and your embouchure, you know, because like if I wanted to, I could go pick up a trombone because I can easily read music, no notation, no scales. I just need to practice the fingerings, you know.
Yeah, but you know the whole theory, you know pretty much what it is. Like I guess
Facts.
the same way if you learn piano, you know what chord to hit on a
Facts.
guitar.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So
I fuck with that.
it was fire. You know, it was hella cool and interesting.
Is there any instrument that you like want to learn right now?
It would probably be like
Harmonica,
banjo.
banjo.
Nah, it would probably be like a violin or something outside of all the other groups, you know, because I like trumpet and clarinet both are kind of like wind instruments, you know, and like guitar, bass, or like plucking strings or whatever, you know. I feel like violin is the only one that's out of the family that like, you know, here you have a bow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably that or like
Organ.
Organ. Yeah, organ.
organ falls under like piano.
Piano. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Same
Organ is
thing,
fine.
just different sound, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but probably like violin.
You ever think about singing, bro?
Bro, if I could sing, bro, it'd be a rap for everybody, bro.
It'd be over.
Not for real. Cause
Do you ever think about practicing like your vocals?
bro, I be singing all the time. I just don't sound good. You know what I
He
mean?
said, "I just
I be
don't sound
singing
good."
in the whip. I be singing around people. I be singing in the shower. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't sing in the shower.
It's okay- it's okay
Showers
if you
just
do, bro.
showers
It's
just
okay.
for long thoughts. For
Long
crazy
thoughts.
crazy thoughts.
Facts.
Like damn,
You're like, damn, I can't believe that shit happened.
damn.
Last night was crazy.
Jet fuel don't melt steel beams. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
What the fuck? Damn. Okay, those kind of thoughts.
Hey, I got a question for you, Tony.
Electrons and
Who's-
protons.
Yeah, who's a white person that you give the N-word pass to?
Ooh,
White person.
Who gets
No
that?
one.
Dang.
I mean, I don't usually. Funny thing is, I don't have like any like white.
Usually
Friends
people
that I have around.
usually people that I've asked either say Keanu Reeves or
Oh,
Bill.
yo, I thought you meant like personally, like
No, like celebrity.
oh,
who gets the pass? Riff Raff? No, I'm playing.
riff raff. Nah, no. Riff raff. Let me see. Give me options. Give me.
Does it bother you, honestly? Does it bother you when someone else? And also, does it bother you like people?
Me?
Yeah. Does it bother you at all? Personally, for you, because I know some people care, some people could care less. I don't know.
It depends who's coming from it, and it depends like
The way they're just
like
using
the
it.
tone of it. Yeah.
Tone of it. Like, for example, one person that I realized never got shit for it was like 6ix9ine, even though he isn't black. You get me? Like, he never got shit for it. Like, not one person ever like pressed him for it.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Charlemagne, nobody, and yet they press everybody else. You get me? Like shit like that. It's just like
Yeah. I mean, I guess like sometimes like brown skin people get or light skin people get passed for it.
He's a light skin.
light skin.
Yeah, like like you guys get passed for it.
I guess I don't know. If
So who's a white person that you give the N-word pass to?
Shit, who's white? Does it have to be guy or girl?
I mean, whatever.
how do you feel about girls using it?
What do you think about it?
I think I don't know. Personally, I remember, if I'm being completely honest, like back in the day, like I remember growing up, especially like all around all my uncles and shit, like in Southern California, like everybody fucking says that shit, you know? And it almost becomes in a way like a part of your daily vocabulary. But at one point, especially because like being like really into music and like the hip hop culture, like at one point I was literally like, especially seeing it, like everything going on, maybe like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, like I made it a point to like not say that word at all. And like closed doors anywhere. Like
No,
I
facts.
know better. And I just don't feel the need to use it. And
I used to say, obviously, like you said,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
growing
yeah.
up because everybody says,
Because everybody
but I
say
feel like
it.
now it's
Mexican
just like,
households, everybody
even
says
to
it.
me, like it's just corny, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And some people overuse the fuck out of it.
like there's no, it's not like you need to say it, bro. Like,
Yeah, nah.
you know what I mean? Like it's so easy to replace it. And people try to, and it's funny when people try to defend themselves on why they can say it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
yeah,
bro?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's funny. Yeah,
It's just a word, bro. Just don't say it. You
Yeah,
know what I
just don't
mean?
say
Like
it.
it's just corny, like to hear a Mexican throwing it like twice in every second. You know, like
Yeah.
I used to say it a lot, bro, when I was in high school.
No,
but
yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah,
see
I'm
it now.
saying.
I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, at one point I really made it a point just to not use it, and like sometimes like I'll have friends saying it, and I'm just like, hey bro, like hey, chill out. Especially
You know, one thing I noticed, like in Vegas, there's a lot of like Asian people that say that word.
Asians?
I'm not even like
yeah.
capping. I'm like,
One thing that is cool in a sense though, that you definitely see more people not saying it now though.
that is true.
Like even at like shows, like you'll see some videos on Twitter,
Yeah.
you know, that like when they say like in the lyrics, like they won't say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
That's true. Like
it's cool
songs,
that you can see that it's making an impact.
even
you know what
on
I mean?
songs, and that's crazy for me. And it's tough at times, to be honest. Like, I guess coming from like a fan standpoint, I could think of like a lot of people like at the end of the day, it's their favorite song. Into like, I get it. I get both sides. I get like the social aspect of it, and then I also see like the fan side. They're just trying to fucking sing a song that they fucking like. You get me? So it's like they didn't make that word, put that word in there. So it's just like I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't know. Like I'd be having like mixed feelings about it because I don't like if someone like calls me that, I don't know how to react. I don't know if I should be mad about it or just like don't care, because most of the time I really don't care, because the thing is like I have a different like mentality, because I'm like from like Africa, bro. Like this shit, it doesn't, it goes past like my head, Like I wouldn't feel
Like you don't
as
think
I wouldn't
too much into it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't like feel like much offended like how like a Black American person would,
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that has a lot to do with it as well.
But I know if the baddest white girl comes through right now, and she just starts using.
She can't say it, no. No, that's a no. Because it's different. See, it's all like the
Integrity.
The intention
I like
behind
it.
it.
He said, no, I don't care how bad she is.
Yeah, it's the intention behind it. Because it's just like intention, right? She can't just like say, "Oh, can I say it?" Just because like I'm around you. I'm like, nah, see, because it's just you like once you like ask me to say it, you've already like gave me time to say no.
Yeah, that's.
See, that goes back to like it being corny, bro. Like if you need to ask to say it, then just
Don't say it.
don't say it. You know what I mean? Like you just shouldn't even ask. Just don't say it. You know what I mean?
You're right. I feel like who. But by the way, speaking of girls, who's your guys' crush right now? Who are you guys crushing on? Celebrity crushes.
The female version of myself.
This man.
I just be throwing on the girl filter on
Filter.
Instagram and I'll be like, damn, she bad.
She bad.
Shit,
This
I
man.
like Rihanna. I like Jessie Reyes too.
Rihanna, just serious. This guy is like Rihanna, like big Rihanna fan right here.
Yeah.
He go crazy for her.
Yeah, Rihanna, I like her. I like her big for it too. I like
She need to drop some music.
Man, she needs to.
Bro, I'm a big Rihanna fan. Like,
Let me see.
I'm excited for this year because I feel like a lot of artists that haven't dropped music are gonna drop music. Like last summer, I don't think Bruno Mars dropped. Calvin Harris didn't drop.
yeah, a lot of
So I
big-
know they're for
Calvin
sure gonna
Harris.
drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drake supposedly dropping.
Who are your favorite artists right now?
Out right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. It really varies. Like if you go through my library, like it's
Everything?
It varies. Yeah.
You listen to a lot of Spanish music still?
I've been listening to like K-Tronut. I mean, definitely K-Tronuta's new project. Definitely was my favorite project of last year.
K-Tronut was dope. Like Chances, I really fuck with that song.
K-Tronuta's project was fire.
Chances fire.
I've been listening to Tame Impala's new project that they just dropped like a week ago.
I thought that was fire. I was listening to it.
Their project's fire. I've been listening to, I don't know. I feel like I listen to like songs, and then I go through like cycles of it. Like I've recently been like listening to like some like Travis's rodeo stuff. I definitely always have Kanye for sure in my rotation. I definitely.
That's for sure.
I honestly, I barely listen to Kanye anymore, but when I do, I realize like how great his music is. Like
No, for
you listen
sure.
to some other shit, you put on some Kanye, you're like, oh fuck, like.
Bro, My Beautiful
always
Dark
hits,
Twisted
bro.
Fantasy is for sure like that's for sure my favorite album of all time.
Yeah,
It got album of the decade last year.
yeah.
That's crazy, and it dropped in the beginning of the decade. Like that's crazy. That album is a masterpiece.
Hell yeah.
I always play some of that. Definitely,
Right.
even like old Kanye. It just makes you feel good, bro. It's just like damn.
What do you think about the Jesus album?
It was cool. I liked it. It's just, I just feel like it could have like the production was pretty cool. I just feel like lyrically, like he could. It doesn't matter if it was gospel. He could have still been Kanye with it. Like Kanye bars, just Christian / gospel bars. But on some of them, I feel like the bars were kind of late. And this coming from a Kanye fan. Like I think there's one song where it's like Jesus is this water. You know what I mean? Like
Jesus,
the production on
yeah.
water is fire. You know what I mean? But like, come on, I get it, but like,
Yeah, no, it was a nice album. I mean, not his best work though, but it was nice.
not definitely.
I forget that, but
It was hella tight though because it's so crazy because I was super excited for it to drop. You know how they were pushing it back like every Friday, this and I was like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
no way. And then I went to my homie Eliozzi, super fire rapper, by the way. He's out of Dallas. Shout out Eli. He took me with him to LA, and out there I met his name's Randy. Shout out Randy. Urbanski. He goes by Urbo Engineering. Mm-hmm. He worked as an engineer on the project, on Kanye's project, bro. So we went out there and he played us the project, and I was like, damn, bro, like I'm listening to a Kanye project like before it dropped, bro. It was super crazy, bro. And I was like, damn, it's crazy. I don't know, bro. Like 2 weeks ago, I was like, damn, like the project hasn't dropped, and then 2 weeks later, like,
bro. Honestly, the more I guess everybody levels up, and that's what I like about like a lot of our mutual friends, mutual circles. Like Vegas is little by little just leveling up, and before you know it, like we know like a lot of people starting to get like in rooms with a lot of these bigger people, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's really inspiring to see how everybody's just leveling up. Before you know it, like people like shit, like Dawson, shout out to Dawson, like he's working with like Boyz II Men type
hell
shit.
Yeah,
you get me?
bros, what? He's not just working with him. He's like Wanye's engineer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bros he went to his wedding, bro. He's with Floyd Mayweather, all them people. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Shit like that. To see
Bros over here taking pictures of Fabulous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Fabulous.
Just everybody, bro. It's so crazy, you know? That goes back to like how I think, like, bro, like if there wasn't talent, this wouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Like if there wasn't no talent, bro, like we would all just be doing nothing, I guess. You know?
And like not that long ago, you wouldn't see that with like people are, I don't know, people are just finding their way inside the room and just navigating to get in there. Like who are some people that you want to work with eventually? You're like, hey, these are the people I'm trying to tap into.
Oh, like
just in general.
Damn, I'd definitely like to work with like, you know who Frank Dukes is?
Nah.
Dang, he's like he's low-key behind the scenes, you know. He does a lot of like the samples and like instrumentation for a lot of big hits. But he's more instrument based than drums, you know. Like he'll send the arrangements out to like producers, and then they'll throw the trap drums on it.
Oh, okay,
you know what I mean?
But like create the loops.
Yeah, basically.
Loop
but
packs.
he goes crazy with it, you know, because he also uses a lot of analog gear, so his stuff sounds super fire. I definitely like to work with him. Recently, I've been tapping in with like Billie Eilish's project. Like I was listening to it, and like Phineas's production is insane,
he's fucking crazy, bro. Like the year that they had, bro, I find it crazy. Like someone that young is like fucking accomplishing all those things, and like his brother is just as fucking young. Like I think
Phineas is low key super. I mean, I wouldn't say underrated because you know a lot of people know him.
Bro, they won 5 fucking Grammys, bro.
Bro, that's insane. I think it was like 10 between two of them, right? 10, 11 Grammys, something like that, bro. I definitely like to work with them production-wise. Engineering-wise, I definitely like to work eventually with like Mike Dean. Mixed by Ali kind of thing, you know? And like artist-wise, I don't know. I just anybody, you know what I mean? Just to get my sound out. There's nobody I'm just like, bam, you know? Because, I don't know. Even like Kanye, for example, you know? Like, I would definitely love to work with him, but I'm just scared because of that. You know how it's like, oh, you never want to meet your idols or something like that, you know? Because, like, I wouldn't want that disappointment, you know what I mean? So, kind of, I'm just like, you know what I mean? But
imagine you're in the room with Kanye, he plays, like, the trashiest beat ever. You just, like...
you know, or anything.
That's when that SpongeBob meme come out, like, all right, I'm going to head out.
Yeah.
No, for real. Or just anything down to, like, their personality, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, these people are still human, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, definitely...
Yeah, I think it's crazy, like how one of the things that even from this podcast, like you never really know what someone is like until you get behind closed doors with them, you know?
No, facts.
Like, they could be, media portrays it to be something completely different.
No, facts.
Like, how are you, like, like the idea, like, do you want to be like the guy, like, do you want to be the forefront or kind of more of a behind the scenes?
Both. Definitely
Both.
both. You know, I'd like to leave my impact on both, you know, like sonically, but also like on the / business side and putting people together, you know what I mean? Just to be like, dang, like, I don't know, it's just a cool feeling to be able to facilitate something for somebody, you know, like whether it's like link 2 people up to get a song together done or whatever, you know what I mean? I'd definitely like to even tap into like A&Ring or like managing an artist later, you know, once I'm established, you know, to like guide people or whatever, you know. Yeah, all of that.
You ever think about DJing? Like, since you're
really
close
actually, bro, it's funny. I was just having this conversation with AR, low key. Bro, bro, we need to get in the. I wouldn't say the studio, I guess, because he was teaching me like beat matching, you know, and I was kind of getting it, you know, but I was telling him like, yo, we low-key need to like go back to back at like one of their holy houses or like an event, like that'd be dummy fire. And he said he's with it, you know. I just need to obviously learn the music first and then learn how to like work the turntables, you know. But I want to get good at it, you know. I don't like when people just
mediocre.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Play songs, just set up a playlist.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me, though. Like, anything I do, I'd make sure I would want to make sure it's done right. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's your name. You know, that's all you really got at the end of the day, you know? So, I would definitely like to DJ, though. And then eventually, like, even DJ for an artist, you know? Like, it'd just be fun, you know? That you're just that much more of an asset, you know? Like, if you're in, like... Bro, think about it. Like, say, like, I produce a song for somebody, then I mix their song, then I'm, like, their tour DJ or something. Like, that's
that'd be dope.
Aside from just being involved in all of it, that's probably just much more money that you're also getting as well, you know? So,
that's true.
I'd definitely like to learn to DJ. I'm going to probably do that this year.
Fuck it, do it.
Catch my debut show probably, like, this summer.
Fuck it. Yo, one of the things that I realized that you guys have in common is that you guys are both pretty tame, like, when it comes to, like, being out and about, like at music events or social settings. You guys are both like really, really tame, like compared to like
me and him.
Yeah. You guys are like tame, like over here with water and shit when everybody's like fucking getting.
Nah, facts. I went through my phase.
Oh,
of
you mean like sober?
Well, just in general, like you guys are very calm compared to everybody else, like making fucking noise and shit, like being hella loud. Like you guys are very.
No, facts. Like I feel like I went through that phase already. You know, like bro, like them Vanguard nights was crazy, bro. Like. It was complete opposite of what I am now, bro. Then I'd be like, bro, I'd be in the middle of the dance floor doing who knows what.
Doing who knows what. Wait, who knows who?
Anyways, crickets. No.
How the ladies treating you, bro?
Fine. As always.
As always.
I'm cool with the ladies. You know.
The usual. Are you ever scared of like girls like eventually down the loan just hitting you up because you got a name?
I mean, I wouldn't really care, bro, to be
Like,
honest.
fuck it. You're like,
what's up?
What's up?
Not even that, bro, but people love to be fake hated. You know what I mean? People love to like be like, oh, you didn't hit me when I was like down, or bro, like they
didn't know about
they
you.
be busy too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in life, bro, like it's good to like not only, but you know what I mean? Like you can't be rocking with people that are just like, you know, dragging you down. You know what I mean? Like you gotta surround yourself around good people. And if you wasn't cool enough to them back then that's your fault. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro.
I mean, there's nobody now that doesn't rock with me now that would eventually hit me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and eventually, like, people do tap in and like they'll hit me up like, oh, I'm proud of you, this and that. You know, and I'm just like, thank you. You know what I mean? And even they'll say like, yo, I don't want you to think like, oh, I'm not doing this because like your name is getting out there, this and that. I'm just like, bro, I'm not even tripping. You know, we still cool. We was cool back then. We cool now. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like nobody has to be talking to each other every single day. You know what I mean?
No, hell no. Shit.
So,
Angeltfc, bro. What does that stand for?
Angel, top of the food chain.
Oh shit! Damn.
Shit.
Oh
Bro,
shit!
I'm not.
Mind blown.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, I always wondering, like, TFC, what is that? I got it today.
That's at the top of the food chain, volume 1.
Mind blown. Damn. So
Shit.
and you've had that name for a while now too.
Low key.
Yeah.
I have,
Damn. To be honest,
I had it in my bio for a fat minute. It was
Really?
like, I think I was like 14 or something like that, and like my cousin had it in his bio. I was like, "What's TFC?" He's like, "Top of the food chain." I was like, "Damn, that's hard."
Yeah, damn,
and then
that's
I put
hard.
it in my bio for forever, and then I just put it in my name. I was like,
You just rock with it.
I was like wondering
Yeah.
what that meant. I mean, not that, you know, like,
it's not like you think about it, but you just, you know, wonders
it's
about
like-
it. Yeah.
And plus, it's like, isn't it capital or no?
Capital TFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all one word.
Instagram.
No, I mean, on iTunes, it's a space because when you distribute, you can't put like weird capitals within the name.
Really?
Yeah. At least through DistroKid. So.
I feel it. But with all your like music and stuff, like where Where do you want to take it, bro? Like, how far are we going with all this? We going all the way?
Huge, bro.
Huge.
Like huge.
International, worldwide.
I think in steps, bro. But I definitely ultimately want to like, even if it came down to like owning a label, you know, and like,
You really see yourself, I guess, putting yourself in different places around the music
definitely,
scene, right?
because I feel ultimately like my biggest talent, thank God, you know, thank God, like my biggest talent is like my ear. You know what I mean? Because like some people could be super fire instrumentalists, super fire producers, you know, but they just don't produce cool stuff or stuff that's, even if not cool, because cool is subjective, but that
Yeah.
sounds good.
Sounds
you know
good,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, or it's out of date. You know what I mean? Like,
Sonically
I don't know.
pleasing.
Sonically pleasing, yeah. I think
Yeah, like I feel like I grew up listening to a lot of good music, you know, plus like the new stuff, so I'm able to like
stay in tune.
kind of between the best of both worlds of good music and like poppin' music kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or just I don't know, even like down when it comes to like other stuff or I don't know.
Yeah, but
Ultimately, I would like to, you know, like I'd go as far as I can go, you know.
the sky's the limit, you know.
Facts, it really is.
Just take it everywhere, and like you never know. Like I feel like, especially with me, sometimes like you feel like doing something one day, and for fucking no reason, maybe next year you're fucking
Yeah.
you want to start fucking making cumbia music. You know, you just
Nah,
fucking
for real.
you
Even
just never know.
yeah, I would like. There's so much more because I love the music part of it. You know,
Yeah.
like genuinely making music, which is like why I'm able to like work with a lot of people for free. You know, like and actually invest my time into it. Like
Yeah,
down to my project. You know, like I'm investing hella money into it, but you know, I'm probably
something you enjoy doing.
yeah, for real. You know, so definitely like would like to on my bucket list. I would like to like score a film.
Ooh,
You know, or do
on
like
your Hans Zimmer shit.
for real, or like even do like a like sound design on the. Have you seen like those videos of Rudy? I don't know what, where he like does the sound design for like movies. You know, because like all the sound effects you hear in movies aren't actually those sounds. Like it's like
And like they create them out of like random objects.
yeah, or so
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. You know that looks cool. Like obviously, I would like to be a part of it, not
Yeah.
me directly in charge. Because you know, I also know my lane. You know, like I don't want to just I'm gonna do everything. You know what I mean? You know, but I'd like to be a part of it and be able to, you know, score a film. I don't know, score a video game.
What are some of your favorite soundtracks for two films?
Dang, that's a good question.
Like I really fuck with like the Inception, Interstellar, like a lot of Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I was about to say The Dark Knight because The Dark Knight is my favorite movie, bro. Bro, Heath Ledger. I've watched that movie like 50, 60 times, bro. There was one time I watched it like 4 times in a week.
Damn.
I was like, damn, bro, this dude is so good at like,
Yeah.
bro, like Heath Ledger was insane, you know.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I definitely like that soundtrack a lot. I'm trying to think.
The Wolf
The
of
Kill
Wall
Bill
Street.
soundtrack.
The what?
Fire. Kill Bill
Kill Bill.
soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the RZA.
Or huh?
Like the RZA and like all.
Oh yeah, all that stuff that
All that stuff,
that
yeah.
Tarantino put in there, bro. Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack is pretty fire. You watch Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. I don't remember specifically the soundtrack.
They just put like a bunch
good
of
ass
like
music.
Like old school
like
songs
old
and
school
shit,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has a fire. Both of them, the first one and the second one.
So would you say movies are like a big inspiration for a lot as well?
Not really. You know, I or maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously.
You know, I don't know. I just like movies. You know, I'd be watching.
You watch a
hella
lot of
movies.
them?
Hell yeah, bro! I'd be watching all kinds of movies, Pixar movies, bro. I don't care. I go on Disney Plus, bro. I was watching all the Pixar movies when Disney Plus first dropped.
Yeah.
I was watching all the Pixar movies, bro. Because I don't know, it's kind of nostalgic too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely do get some stuff like kind of like engineering stuff from like movies or video games, like little like effects that they do or whatever, you know? Because like, what video games did you play growing up?
I played like, well, depends. I think like young. I think about like Game Boy. I think the first thing I ever got was a Game Boy Advance SP.
The one that
The one that flips. And I remember like having like a Sonic game. I think probably like Mario. I remember that. And then aside from that, I don't know.
I don't know. That's another big thing, bro. I love video games.
Video
too.
games?
Hell yeah, bro. I play ever since I was a kid, bro. One of my uncles used to have the Xbox, bro, and that's when they had like the fat controllers. I couldn't even hold it in my hand. I had to be like this, bro, on like the fat Xbox controllers, and I used to play hella Halo growing up, bro.
Halo, damn.
I used to play dummy Halo first, second, and third one. And the third one I was like older, bro. So I was just like, that one I really got into it. Halo was like part of my childhood for sure. Smash Brothers, bro.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Smash Brothers is hella fun. I don't know.
Shit, I had Gamecast.
Gamecast.
No, I just kidding.
Gamecast.
He said, shit, I mean, I got Gamecast.
Gamecast.
Video games is fire though.
What was your guys' favorite like game system?
Damn. Probably the 360 just because of like that era. You know what I mean? Because that's when like Xbox Live had really been like the thing. You know what I mean? Especially like Halo 3 was on the 360, bro. And
Were you one of the people talking shit?
Huh?
Were you one of the people talking
Not
shit?
really.
On
I was like an annoying kid though. Like
Yeah.
I was like I never said the N word. That's for sure. Like I can put that on everything else. I never said the N word.
People be going crazy on there. Huh?
I would call people fat though. I'd just be like, bro, you're fat. Shut up. You know? And I was a little kid, it's like, you're fat. Shut up. You know? I would, or when like my uncles would play, like they would be playing, but I would throw on the headset and I'd start singing "Lonely" by Akon, like just the hook. I'd be like, I'm so lonely, I had no, but I'd sing that, bro, and like, and there was like adults, you know, that would play. They'd be like, bro, like shut up, bro, like shut up. I would just keep on singing, bro, for no reason. That's one thing I did used to do that, but I never said the N word.
What do you think of the whole like esports and how everybody?
I think it's crazy. I think it's super tight too. You know, like especially like, cause like you're able to make. It's not even like you're able to make money off of it. Like you're able to make so much money off of it.
Racks.
Like
Millions.
There's this one dude. I think his name is Zero or something like that. He's a Smash player. Bro's like completely gave up on everything and was like, no, I need to do this, bro. And like he started winning tournaments and that's how he was making his money, bro. Like he quit his job and was like not on winning cash prizes on Smash tournaments, bro. And like he's like one of the best like Smash players right now, bro. And I think he like retired, you know, like he doesn't play competitively anymore. Like, and that's just crazy, bro. You know, because like parents always told you like, oh, don't play video games. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what? Like,
now they can't tell you shit. You're
nah,
like,
bro, like-
you're like, nah, mom, about to make $1 million.
it's crazy because that, in a sense, is really a talent, you know, because not everybody's a good video game player. Like, I'm cool, but I'm not like super nice. Like some people are like, you know, like these little. It's funny, like when I used to play like Fortnite and stuff, like. There's like little kids, bro, that are like 11 years old that are doing you super disrespectful on the game, you know, or even Call of Duty now is what people are playing. I haven't even got the new Call of Duty, but I don't know.
Street Fighter, man.
Like Street Fighter, people used to be crazy, you know.
My cousin is good at Street Fighter. He'd be like, yo, let's play. I'm like, bro, why are you even asking me to play?
Why are you even asking?
And I think Street Fighter is like one of those games, like once you get put in a combo, like you're basically done.
Bro, not gonna lie, I was one of those people that just fucking press all the buttons. I would just spin all the joysticks.
That's what I do with like, yeah, that's definitely what I do.
It's like when you start losing.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Yeah, exactly. But what I guess what can we expect from you? Like aside from music, like what can we expect from you this year? Like I don't know, just what are in your plans? What you got in the works?
I mean, really just this project, you know, that's what I've been working on for like
music?
the past couple months.
Because you're locked. You said earlier, like you're just locked in the studio, right? You're just
low key. Like I've had like sessions, you know, and I took this inspiration from like J. Cole's Revenge of the Dreamers, you know how but he did it like all out, you know, like he really booked the studio out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's thousands of dollars, you know, but. You know, since like December, I've been having like sessions at 1920. Shout out 1920. I've been having sessions there and like basically just getting hella artists to come in and like knock out a track on the spot kind of thing. You know, and I don't know, that's been cool. You know, that's what I've been doing for like the past couple months. You know, but once that's done, I don't know. I'm gonna probably be out in LA for probably more out there. You know, because I have once again like. Thank God that I have like the connects that I have out there.
There's a lot of artists who work. There's an artist in every corner to work with out there.
Nah, for real. Not even that, but just engineering. Like just the simple fact that I'm able to sit in like, shout out Randy, like that I'm able to sit in the studio and just watching what he does. You know, like you know how like you learned with me. Like that's the same way. Like
I think that's the best way to learn. Just literally just somebody that is at the level that you like, and then just fucking learn from them. You know.
Definitely. I'd like to be out in LA more just for learning, you know, like networking is a whole plus side of it, you know, meeting people, but like really learning, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, it's infinite, you know, what you can learn with all this stuff. So that'll probably be like just a project in LA. And I've been, I've been really like mixing for like a lot of artists as well. Like for Lena, shout out Lena Dre. I've been mixing a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
Jaden, only Jay, shout out him. He's got some fire stuff coming out too. You know, I don't know. I've been mixing a lot of other artist stuff. You know, Kenny. I don't know if you know Kenny. Turn Up Kenny / Relax. Super fire rapper. I've been mixing a lot of his stuff. I don't know, because ultimately, aside from doing my own stuff, I'd also like to be involved, you know, with like other people's stuff and like making sure it sounds good, stuff like that, you know. If I'm able to make stuff sound good, I might as well help people with it, you know.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
That as well, you know. And low key, I got some projects that are coming out with other people as well, like entire projects produced by me and stuff like that. Like me and Tiffany. I can't believe you don't know Tiffany. She's a super fire singer.
I think
I know
I
you.
think
Does she have like braids?
Yeah,
I think I recently followed her.
She's
I could be
Filipino?
wrong. I think she
Yeah,
recently
I've never
followed
met her
me.
in person, but I know.
super
I know her
fire
from
singer.
Instagram.
Yeah, I'd be engineering some of her stuff too. You know, we
Yeah.
have like 4 songs. She eventually wants to turn it into an EP. I want to knock out an EP with like multiple artists. You know, I want to knock one out with Kazzy Chase. Me and the homie Zach Hayes. Zach Hayes is a really crazy producer too. You should tap in with him. He's only 18 too, or 19. I don't know if he just turned 19 or 18, but super fire. I want to do a collab tape with him and Kaz. We've already talked about it. Just anybody, you know.
That's dope.
I definitely want to knock at least like 2-3 projects with other artists as well before the year ends.
I love it, bro. How I guess for all the producers, any up and coming producers watching this right now, like, bro, how often are you making trash compared to like good shit? Like even to this, like even now, because I feel like not everything's gonna be completely fire.
See, that's what's funny, bro. Like,
yeah,
not even in a conceited way, but I really don't like making trash. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Okay.
obviously I have some, but
yeah.
I'm like against the whole thing where like producers are like, oh, I made 20 beats today, this and that, you know, but you're not really learning anything. Like it's better to like when I was starting, bro, I would make like a beat a day, you know, like even when I got better, you know, I'd make a beat a day, but really sit down and like, all right, you know, what can I do different? What can I, you know, spend hours on a beat, you know, instead of just doing 20, 10-minute beats, you know? And I feel like that's the best way to really just, you know, boom. You know, obviously I've made some trash beats, you know, but I don't know.
Nothing off key though.
Hell no, hell no. I wouldn't. Even then, like stuff that I make away, like I wouldn't really consider it trash. They're just like throwaways, you know. I don't know. That's just what I call them, you know. But definitely, like through the learning process, you definitely just gotta produce, you know, and really focus on mixing for sure. Because like people tend to like underestimate how just mixing, bro. Like everybody always wants to focus on like crazy melodies, crazy drums, bro. But just having a good mix, bro, will like take your beats like boom.
Yeah, I
You
know
what mean?
overproduction is also a thing that kills as well.
Nah, facts. That's what I used to do. You know, I used to put like hella different percussions and drums and stuff like that. You know, but thankfully engineering, you know, like you start picking up like what rappers hop over, like the spaces, you know, like leaving pockets for them. Because I've had a beat, you know, and I've had rappers jump over it where it was over cluttered, and like it just didn't sound right. It just sounded like so hectic,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, that's another thing too. Just don't overproduce it, you know. Every producer's kind of like, oh, it just sounds empty, but it's supposed to sound empty because it's missing the rapper's vocal.
Yeah, and sometimes the simplest beats are the firest ones.
Bro. Like I can't think of like that little Tekka song it was produced by Nick Mira, the Ransom song.
Ransom, yeah.
It has like 8 tracks. You know, it has like the main melody, a pad behind it, and like 5 layers of drums, or like 4 layers of drums, and like the 808, something
That's
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know, or like some of the Lil Pump songs. You
Like
know?
a lot of like Timberland songs are just
Yeah. I don't know. It's funny. I've recently been like listening to a lot of like old Timberland stuff.
yeah.
And like it sounds simple, but it's just a bunch of stuff in pocket. Does that make sense? Like that's more rhythmic. Like, you know, like if you listen down to like, damn, I was listening to some stuff off of Shock Value. You know, like it does sound like a little bit, but if you really listen to it, like it's like a lot of stuff. You know, but it's all in pocket. You know, that comes down to good mixing. You know, to make
Yeah.
everything sound good.
You ever think about producing? You want to get into like the pop space? Like one of the producers I'm a big fan of is Benny Blanco.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, because I mean, thankfully, like because of all the music I listened to growing up, I have a wide taste in music. I definitely like to, do that stuff. Obviously, it needs practice, but I'd like to do it eventually, which is why I'd like to collab with artists, because I feel like I can like throw some cool ideas, melodies, stuff like that, drums, that are from my taste, but like that they're strong in, so they could basically carry me in a sense, But yeah, I've done some like pop stuff with like Teej. It's all like we have like 10 songs, but they're all like unreleased, just ideas that we had down. By now my production is way better, so I don't even. I just listen.
You're
to
on a
stuff.
different level now.
Facts, but definitely, shout out Teej. Teej been doing numbers. Shout out Teej. Teej been going up.
Hey, but yeah, bro. I think you're very early on in your career, and I think like you're barely scratching the surface, bro. You like there's so much more to come, and there's
No, yeah, and that's really what excites me.
Yeah.
Just like what's to come, like the music to be made when it comes to like I said, even pop, or even I'd even be down to like do some like super, like you said, like some cumbia stuff, or
cool. Yes, fuck it, bro.
anything, anything I could get my hands on musically, I'd like to do it.
Fuck it, bro. But I'm excited. I'm excited to hear everything that you have coming your way, bro. Everything that
I'm
you end up
excited to
doing.
show everybody, especially with this next project, bro. There's like 4 or 5 songs that are like, dang,
Hey, bro.
One of them's with it's with Asaya and Jaden, bro. That's like, low key, I don't know. It's gonna be the single, low key, but
That's your favorite so far?
it's not my favorite, but it's like the party song. Like people are gonna hit. Asaya got a super catchy hook on there, super fire. Jaden got a fire verse. Don, Don Man, he's been making music with
Azai, right? Yeah.
Asaya.
Yeah,
He's on there. Kenny, the dude I was telling you about, he needs to come re-record his verse like tomorrow, I think, or something like that. But super fire, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm excited to hear all that, bro. Like, before we go, are there any last words that you want to give to everyone watching right now?
Dang,
Where can they follow you, bro?
no, not even that. I was gonna say a quote that I always go by. I always forgot it.
What's your quote, bro?
Do something today that your future self would be proud of, bro. That's what I go by like every day, really make every day productive. Also follow me on Twitter, Angeltfc.
Is that the platform you use the most?
Twitter and Instagram.
Angeltfc.
Probably both of those, yeah, on both. That's what I use the most. I wouldn't even say use them. I just be on them because I'd be bored. You know what I've been using recently too? Reddit. Reddit's low-key super like interesting.
I tried like browsing through there. There's a lot of shit on there.
Reddit's interesting. I follow some pretty cool subreddits. They be posting like crazy like facts or like funny videos and stuff like that. Reddit's low-key super tight.
It's a vibe.
So you can't follow me on Reddit because I don't know, that's strange. Don't follow me on Reddit, but
But thanks for coming by, bro. I really appreciate you taking the time to come. And
no, thanks for having me. Where we finna eat after this?
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. No, Wingstop's closed.
You gotta beep that out.
No,
Beep.
no, that's cool. But thanks for watching, everybody that managed to get to this point.
No, for sure. If you get to this point, DM me and I'll cash up you $1.
There you go. Hey, you heard it here first.
Every person that gets it this far, or DM me and I'll get you a hot and spicy from McDonald's.
Hey, sounds like a good deal. But hey, thanks you guys for watching. If you guys have any comments, any feedback, anything, just let us know. Slide in Angel's DMs for any producer tips and advice.
Tips, advice. If you want beats, engineering, anything, bro, just tap in with me.
Feel free to slide in. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching once again. Follow the channel for more dope interviews on the way. And if you guys care at all, you guys can follow us. Shit.
Like and subscribe. You got to put the button right here.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Right there.
All kinds of likes and subscribes. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, till next time, guys.